I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yeah, we are. What is up, people of the internet? That is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful, what is it, March 6th? Yeah, March 6th, 2025. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and it's just me today, I think. I don't think so. Yeah, we are by ourselves today, everybody, for now. Someone may join, I don't know yet, but I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself. And before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I read through as much of chat as possible, but usually super chat's the best way your questions answered. And yeah, I know, I'm on time for once, right? I was on time. I made sure everything worked beforehand. So, yeah, this might be a first. I'm actually kind of early for my standards. So, yeah. Alright, so there's a lot to talk about today. K-Cup for 5. I have early access to our interview with Brad Schimmel. He says some good things. I can give you early access if you want to. If you want it, no worries. If not, it's fine. You know, I'll watch the interview when it comes out, though. But thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super chat. We might actually get Schimmel in our thing for America First Insight. I gotta talk to Mark about that, but yeah, we'll see. But I'm intrigued by the interview, so. How confident is he? I don't know. American Nerd for 2. Great news rap. El Green has been censored. Yeah, can we get, can we S to spit, everybody? I mean, that guy deserved it. The fact that it was not even like 99% that voted yes. No, it was like, what? 10 Democrats voted in favor of it, then like 198 didn't. It's like, what? So Joe Wilson, he gets censored for something way less egregious, but you have Al Green out here disrupting the speech, annoying everybody, and he gets, what? A slap on the wrist? With barely any Democrats voting in favor of it? Really? Yep, as suspect. I mean, this guy is a complete lunatic, but I guess we could talk about that to start off with. Let me pull this up. Yeah, so, the final vote was, let me pull this up, Al Green. There we go, found it. Alright, so yeah, the final vote was 224 to 198. That means 10 Democrats voted to, censure El Green. So, the fact is, this should have been, like, unanimous. This should have been unanimous, but it wasn't. You only had 10 Democrats, really? That's your plan? 10 Democrats and that's it? Inari for 5. Topic: Democrats not accepting reality. Let them keep it up. I'm fine with them losing 2026, as even someone on NBC said the optics were bad. Yeah, so I want to talk about the Democratic Party as a whole. You know, because I've come to the conclusion that this party's lost sense of reality years ago, but they're not accepting anything anymore. They did not learn a damn thing from 2024. In fact, this party has gotten even more crazy, which I didn't think was possible, but this might be the best example. You're telling me that only 10 Democrats voted to censure El Green for disrupting the State of the Union? Really? With a frickin' cane. It's like, what? Does he even need a cane? And does anyone know if he actually needs a cane or not? Because I have a feeling he doesn't. I have a feeling he's just doing it because, oh, look at me, I got a cane. I don't know for sure, but that's a feeling I get out of El Green with that stupid cane. He's a disrespectful asshole. Oh yeah, he is. He's an asshole. I mean, seriously, dude. You disrupt the State of the Union for what? Does anyone even know what he was saying? I'm actually curious. What the hell was that guy saying? This is the party David Hogg. Yeah, part of it. This is the party of Hogg. Yep, right that. Y'all see Newsom? I saw Newsom's interview. He tried to moderate on transgender stuff, but it's not gonna work. I saw that, though. I saw it. But yeah, so, El Green got censured by a small vote. I mean, this should have been unanimous. If Democrats were serious, this should have been unanimous. How can anyone defend what he did? How? He was saying you don't have a mandate. Wow. That's what it was? You don't have a mandate. Yeah, sure. He was saying I need my meds. He needed his meds. The American Nerd for 2. Shout out for testers done. American Nerd for 3. Or the American Guy for 2 said that. American Nerd for 3. 10 Democrats who voted to censure are somewhat saying. Well, half of them were like in fairly competitive seats, I believe, right? Like one was Perez, one was I think Swazi. I don't know. Old man yelling at the clouds. Yeah, basically. It was the old man yelling at the cloud meme. That's what it was. He was yelling at Trump for no reason. All because he wanted to. What a very sane individual, by the way. Very sane. He was shaking his cane and screaming when Trump was talking about the election mandate. Probably was saying Trump cheated. Oh, gosh. Well, we gotta talk about Maxine Waters. I mean, listen. I cannot believe that... listen. Say what you will about the 2020 conspiracy stuff, right? At least no congressmen or women took most of those conspiracies literally. Now, there were some, you know, some people had opinions on it, but the more crazy theories, no one actually took seriously. It was a meme. Well, Maxine Waters, we'll get to that in a second because you will be shocked to hear what she said. DB for 5. It blows my mind how many conservatives are supporting Ukraine. Whoops, drop something. I thought we were against globalism now. Why are people mad at Trump ending the funding? Because these people are war hawks. They talk a big game, but in reality, they support the war in Ukraine. They want the war to continue. Superior Carolina for 2. El Green 100% reeks. Oh gosh. It's just like El Green's a meme at this point. It's a meme. Trump is a year older than El Green. Really? Gosh, El Green looks like shit. 10 Democrats still have a brain. No, it was more so half of them were worried about the electoral consequences. That's what it came down to. Because half of them are like in Trump districts. So yeah, of course gonna vote to censure the guy. 10 Democrats have read that. Trump's a year older than El Green. Yeah, I've read that. Rodello for 5. Democrats complained about El Green being censured for interrupting Trump's speech, yet they had no problem censuring Paul Gosar for an anime video. Yeah, it's like, you censure him for that, for an anime video, which was clearly a joke. But you don't do it for El Green, who's interrupting Trump during the State of the Union. Imagine Dems run El Green, Jazz, or Crockett. Well, they can't because they're both from Texas, but who knows? They're both from Texas, so I don't see how that would work. But I guess they're not going to win Texas anyways, so I guess they could do it. All right. Yeah, I don't get the strategy. And, hold up. Do we got breaking news? Do we have breaking news? No, we don't. I thought we had something for a second, but we don't. American Nerd for 2. LPP is... I don't know who that is. I have no clue what that means. But thanks for super chat. What about the singing? Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that. So, let me pull this up. So, when they censured El Green, Democrats thought, oh yeah, you know what? We gotta stand in solidarity with our man El Green from Texas. So, just cringe warning for those that don't like cringe.
Adoption of House Resolution 189. The House has resolved that Representative Al Green be censured. That Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. And that Representative Al Green be censured with...
First of all, what the hell is he doing here? You guys see Al Green here? What is he... Why is he standing in the front like this? Like, oh, look at me, I got the cane.
Of this resolution by the Speaker.
They start singing, for those that can't hear it. Oh my gosh.
The House had come to order. The House had come.
They actually started
please,
singing
clear
with this crap. Again, I can't. It's like weird video, but you can hear they started singing because they censured Al Green. They started singing "We Shall Overcome." This is the Democrat Party, everybody. The Democrat Party of 2025. Oh my gosh. Again, you can't hear it really, but they started singing "We Shall Overcome" because Al Green got censured. I played the video. I don't know. People were asking about it, so I brought it up. But yeah, that's what people are talking about. They censured Al Green, and oh, we have to overcome this. So we're gonna start singing a shitty song because why not? Oh my gosh. I hope Democrats promote Al Green. Please. Give Al Green control over the party. American Nerd for 2, not as cringe as the Choose Your Fighter video. Oh, we'll get to that one in a minute. I can't play the audio for that one because it's copyrighted, but yeah. I have no clue what Democrats are doing. Does anyone know what the hell the party's doing at this point? Seriously, why? I don't get how anyone could look at this and say, ah, yeah, this is completely sane. They start singing "We Shall Overcome" for a censure. Not even like an expulsion. You just got censured. The mentally ill party. Yeah. But it's like they are going to prop up freaking Al Green. Please. Democrats, if you're listening, prop up Al Green. We would be so owned. This is insane. Al Green is an MTG for Dems. Yeah. That's a good comparison, actually. Because they think their voters are wrong. Yeah. They're so delusional that they think this is what people want. The Democrats have doubled down on being cringe. Well, again, someone brought up the video that I have to pull up here. Now, for those that don't know, listen. Again, whoever is thinking of these ideas, okay, I gotta pull it up. There we go, found it. So, again, I can't play the audio for copyright reasons. But whoever the Democrat Party is, in charge of doing this, I highly recommend they promote them. Give them the chairman position. It might be David Hogg. For all we know, this could be David Hogg saying, oh, this is what the kids want. These are the type of videos the kids are going to watch. So, again, fair warning for cringe. Choose your fighter. What the hell is this? Bento Box Queen. Sleep deprived. Oh my gosh. Just keep playing it. Just keep playing. AOC, New York 14 Congressional District. Youngest woman plus Latina to be elected to the House. Treckle. Oh, no. Underwood, hates balloons. Confounded the black maternal law. Oh, my gosh. Who the hell does this appeal to? Minority Whip, 5th District, not the hair dye. Oh, my gosh. Not a morning person. Two sprained fingers. In 19 seconds, I think I've died of cringe. I've overdosed on this crap. Does anyone think this appeals to anybody? Like, actually? Who the hell appeals to this crap? You meant to be the party of JFK to whatever this is. Yeah, you go for the party of JFK and, like, you know, FDR and the party of this. What am I looking at? This is the Democrat Party. Wait, what the first one say again? Mommy of the century. Who the hell thought this was a good idea? I didn't even see that part. I kind of glanced over it. I didn't even read what it said. Inari for 5. Black conservative perspective said Democrats are a party of low T men and high calorie women. Can't say he's wrong. Yeah. American Art for 3. It's cringe and stupid. They look ridiculous. They look insane. It's white resist liberals. It's white women. I don't know who the hell this is. How do you do, fellow kids? Oh my gosh. Chat, this is real. This is a real thing they put out, by the way. I don't know who posted it, though. I'm concerned. Democrats are on crack. They are. They're on freaking... I don't know what they're on at this point. I mean... Who the hell thought this will appeal to young men, everybody? Now do people understand why Democrats are doing bad with young voters, especially young men? Get crap like this. K-Cup for 5. Choose your fighter. Will you take these women with awful fighting stances, the guy who got shot and the guy who actually served in the military? Yeah. That's the best way to look at it. I mean, what the hell? This should be the Democrats' new political ad. It should be. Hey, go ahead. Go right ahead. I can't get over this. I mean, someone had to approve this. It's like that shitty video that came out a couple days ago where they like said, oh, like 20 Democrats posted the same video at once. It's like, Trump's bad. This is what millennial lesbians unironically think appeals to young men, by the way. We're not losing another election for decades, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Billy McJoe-Bick for 2. It's a senator from Fortnite. Gosh. This is a sad. You go for the party of JFK and, like, even Bill Clinton to this. What even, like, this is not even the party of Obama. I mean, like, what even is this? This is a party of white resist liberal. White resist liberal women, I should say. That's the Democrat Party of 2024, or in 25, I should say. I don't get how anyone can look at this and say, yeah, we're winning. Yeah, the Democrats are just fine. They're not. They're mentally insane. They're psychopaths. Yeah, this was made by women and gay guys who appeal to young men. Yeah, that's who made this crap. And they wonder why they're losing. I wonder why. I wonder why Democrats are collapsing with it. And boomers. Yeah, well, that's kind of what it is. It's like the old-ass white resist liberal. That's the generation think this is cool. Yeah, it's just... I can't get over this. At first, when I saw this morning, I thought this was fake. I didn't think this was real. But no, it's actually real. They spent time and money into this crap. I believe there's a cult around Kamala Harris and DNC Elite. Oh, there is. Or Jasper Crockett. It just, they want the next, they want the female version of Obama. That's what they want. And they just keep going on to the next person. First was Harris, now it's, Crockett. I don't know who's be next. Who freaking knows, but. Make insane asylums great again. Yeah, I agree. This was made by, read that, millennial lesbians. Basically. That's generation made this crap. They run the Democrat Party. Like I've said for years now, the Democrat Party, they have given up control to the people in the insane asylum. That's who they gave it up to. They gave up power to the people in the insane asylum because guess what? They make up a chunk of their vote. Good job. Good frickin' job. And now you're not going to win anything for years. Well, what a great accomplishment. You play yourself. I know the Democrats have probably spent like $20,000 to film this. Oh, yeah. Guys, when they make shit like this, they spend tens of thousands of dollars to make it. So I guarantee you, this cost, yeah, you're probably right, it costs $20,000 to make it. Imagine Jasper Crockett, Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom primary. We all lose. We all lose that situation. Well, actually, Republicans win, but Dems, they would be cooked. What about Warnock in 2020? The thing with Warnock is, I think he would do good in Georgia, but that's about it. I think crashes and burns everywhere else. So that's right. The House looking to be in the GOP hands for at least 10 more years. It's early, but they're spending their US aid fund to make this. Yeah, basically. Stephen Howard for 5. Did you see Newsom's interview with Charlie Kirk? I thought it was the clearest sign yet the right is, hold on. I thought it was the clearest sign that the right is on the rise. Yeah, so Charlie Kirk, he, went on Nat Newsom's, show, podcast thing, and Newsom has a freaking brain compared to these people. Like, I think he's still like he's obviously a bad governor, but you can tell he understands which way the wind is blowing. I mean, to come out against transgenderism in California, I mean, that should be a wake-up call for Dems. If the governor of California is against that crap, you should probably stop adhering to that ideology. But they're not going to. Newsom's the only one that kind of realized, oh, we made a mistake. Maybe we should tone it down a little bit. Charlie Howard for 5. While I agree that Dems are losing, if the GOP cannot get complacent, we need to play every election like we're behind. I agree. We have to play every election like we're behind. I agree with that. House been a toss-up in 26 is good news for us. Yeah, I mean, that's the reality of it. I mean, don't let Democrats fool you. Right now, it's a toss-up. Gonna change, yeah, but I Am Moon has joined the channel. Welcome so much, good sir, to the channel. Thank you so much for that. His state is literally turning red in more ways than one, but Newsom finds the time for podcasting. Well, he's trying to set himself up for 28, so. He clearly wasn't smart enough to keep the water reserves filled for wildfires. Yeah, but politically, he's realizing he's cooked. Unless he changes tones with everything. Mike for 2. Might be Crockett Newsom for the 28 Democrat nomination. Please. Please be that ticket. They're going to lose every single swing state. They're going to lose places like New Jersey, New Mexico, Minnesota. Go ahead. Go ahead. Run them. Hell, New York's going to be competitive. Go right ahead. Run them. American Nerd for 5. Rap, I've seen Nostalgia Critic reviews that looked better than that video, and the guy has, like, a very little production budget for his videos. Well, yeah, I mean, Democrats, they just shit out crap like this. They think it's good quality. I mean, it's not. Again, they probably spent, like, $10,000 on it, and it's like, it looks like shit. We need to vote in the Supreme Court like we're behind. Oh, I agree with that. I agree. Yeah, I think we're behind right now. That's what RMG Research found, so. If the Democrats are going to nominate anyone in 2020, I'd say Jared Polis. It's not going to be Polis either. Because he gets income taxes. And Democrats, for whatever reason, they're going to die on the hill of like, oh, we want more taxes on people. So. As a Californian, I call BS and Newsom. Oh, yeah, he's full of shit. But he's realizing that, oh, if I want to win 2028, I got to moderate. So. Mike for 2. Crockett Newsom versus Vance Rubio. Vance Rubio wins every swing state. Easy. They probably win places like New Jersey. Hopefully they didn't spend taxpayer dollars on that video. Oh, they probably did. It's probably what's left of the USAID budget. You know, they had like a slush fund of a couple billion, but it's like down to a couple $1,000 and like, oh crap. We gotta cheap out of these videos now. We're running out of money. Quick, pump out this video real quick. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was paid for by taxpayers, so. News from the Cuomo brothers are the only ones who seem to realize they're willing to actually act on the rightward trend of the culture. Cuomo brothers, I agree. Newsom, I don't buy it. He's full of shit. Cuomo, though, I think he's realized, oh, he has to change his tone, so. Vote every election like we're behind. I agree with that. The Catholic duo would do very well in the Northeast. I agree with that. That's another reason I think they do good. They're Catholic, so. Which I think wouldn't that be the first Catholic ticket ever, where both candidates are Catholic? I could be wrong, but I don't think it's ever happened where both the presidential nominee and the VP is Catholic. I don't think so. Eric for 5. Was Green trying to imitate Charles Sumner, the senator who got beat up with a guy with a cane before the Civil War? He might have been. I don't know. You saw the video of Cory Booker? Yeah, I saw that. I don't even want to play it. That guy's... He's probably into weird stuff, if I'm being honest. Based on that video, he's into some weird crap, so... I don't know. The Democrats are just... Very bizarre party. Very bizarre. Jasper Crockett's Catholic? No, I mean like for both candidates on the same ticket, I should say. The ticket's Catholic. If it's Vance Rubio, which I hope it is. Some Democrats talk about Cuomo 28, which would be hilarious, but that's never going to happen. He's going to barely win the primary in New York, and then he wins, so... Jasper Crockett's trash. Yeah, I mean, the fact is Democrats want her, though. So, I hope they do. Go ahead. Have Jasper Crockett run. We would be so owned. Go ahead. I'm not Catholic, but can someone explain what the cross on everyone's head were from yesterday? Is Ash Wednesday. So, yeah, it's just Ash Wednesday. It's what, yeah, Catholics do it. There's a chance of Democrats will not take the presidency for the next 40 years. I wouldn't say that. They can still take it, but the trajectory they're going, they're in trouble, I think. Harry Sisson and his pals caused them to create with Gen Z, yet they still have them. The worst part is they promoted them. They promoted Harry Sisson and David Hogg. They cost them a bunch of young people, so they doubled down on them. What a great strategy. What a great pick. Rap besides Rubio, who'd be a great VP for Vance? Ooh. Outside of Rubio? Ooh, like, one idea I had, and it's not going to happen, but what about Vance Hawley? I mean, if you want to go full-blown Rust Belt, that would be the best ticket, I think. Best ticket easily for the Rust Belt. But, again, that's not going to happen, so. It's going to be someone like Vance Rubio, Vance Youngkin, maybe. Vance, I don't know. Gabbard's up there. I don't think it's Gabbard, though. Dems and Republicans would never win again after 2000 and 2012 and 2020. Yeah, but I would argue it's... Again, that's why I'm saying that... I'm not saying they're never going to win. I'm just saying that the trajectory they're going, they're not going to win for a while. If they don't change it now. And that's a big difference. Like, Republicans after 2008... Like, some of them realized they had a big problem. It took them years, but after 2008, they kind of realized, okay, we got to change a little bit. 2012, they got slapped again. They finally realized, oh, we definitely need an actual change in the party. And then the voters woke up and they picked Trump in 2016. Democrats, their problem is their leadership are filled with dumbasses. And their party, their voters in the primaries, they're delusional. They're psychopaths. So, good luck with that. Good luck. Vance Fetterman. Oh, Fetterman screwed himself. I don't know what he's doing, but he screwed himself over. He was a shoo-in for 28 to win the Senate race, but nope. He couldn't keep his damn mouth shut about the transgender stuff. Dumbass. What a dumbass. Vance Lombardo. Lombardo's not going to be doing anything. Vance, do a VP tier list for Vance. The problem is it's so early, it's like, I don't really know who's going to be in contention outside of Rubio. Rubio's the only one I've heard so far. Gabbard could be Secretary of State. That might be what happens. They promote Gabbard as Secretary of State. So. Vance RFK. The problem with RFK is he's getting up there in age. I don't know about that one. I like RFK. I think he's doing a good job at HHS so far, but I don't know about that one. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Only Dems that are waking up is Cuomo. Yeah, that's the only one that woke up. Cuomo and his brother. They're the Cuomos, I should say. Both of them. But there's some other ones in the House that they were talking a big game, but they bent the knee. Like Swazi. So. Yeah, there's only like 2 Democrats that actually admitted they had a problem. And those are the Cuomos. That's it. Cherokee Bear for 2. Chunk Yogurt. Remove El Green was racist. Yeah. Did he actually say that? Did Chunk Yogurt say that? What would be funny is if the Dems try to primary those 10 Democrats, especially Tom Suozzi. They're going to. Watch. That's the Democrat Party now. They're so deranged that they're going to try to primary them out for that. Go ahead. Primary out Tom Suozzi and see what happens. Go right ahead. Only mentioned Lombardo's for the moderate MAGA voters. The problem with Lombardo is he helps only in Nevada. Maybe Arizona a little bit, but it's like, what does he really bring to the ticket? Lombardo helps slightly in, like, Nevada. That's about it. Maybe Arizona, but that's pushing it. Get a 35-year-old for Vance's VP. Keep the young blood in GOP leadership. Well, that's what I'm saying. Rubio is young for politicians. He's only, what, 53? So, he would be a fairly young VP, considering some prior VPs we've had. So, Vance Kemp. No, it's not going to be Kemp. That dumbass may run for president, so. If Vance wins, Rubio gets to move up to VP and Gabbard Secretary of State. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. You're going to have Vance as president, Rubio as VP, and then Gabbard as Secretary of State. Everyone else kind of stays the same. Maybe RFK retires and gets like a protege in there. Rubio should be Vance's running mate. I agree. I think Rubio's the best pick. Rubio's the best pick for 28. Lombardo just screams governor, senator ceiling. I agree. I hope he runs for Senate, but will he? I don't know. We'll see. Considering that Rubio was almost a VP last time, I won't be surprised if he's picked to be Vance's VP. Yeah, so, apparently what happened, it was going to be Rubio, but then Trump got shot. That's what sounds like happened. Then Trump was like, screw it. We're Vance. Screw it. That's what sounds like happened. But then Rubio got Secretary of State. That's what happened. Again, I could be wrong, but that's the rumors. That it was Rubio, but then we all know what happened. So. Universe 7 Scum for 6. Rap says, Arizona has a lieutenant governor now. Would you agree Big should ideally choose someone that could run for Senate in 2030 over electability? What do you mean, like, pick someone that's electable? Maybe. We'll see. If RFK retires, it would be Shanahan. Yeah, that could be it. It could be, Shanahan, I guess. Considering she's not going to run for governor now, which is sad, but we'll see. I mean, for Arizona, though, back to that question, I think it might be Yee. I forgot they have lieutenant governors now, so. Rubio's obviously great, but I'm convinced part of his high approvals are because women love him. Yeah, part of it. Also because he's actually kind of good now. So, he's been actually pretty good. Surprisingly. I don't know what happened to Rubio, but he woke up, and now he's actually pretty solid. Meghan McCain runs for Senate. No, I doubt that. Let Lake run again. No! No more Lake running. Listen, if we would have ran Mark Lamb at 28 or 24, we would have won that Senate race. There, I said it. Mark Lamb would have won easily. Not by 5 or whatever, but by like 2 or 3, you know. Which would have been enough to win. It would have been more than enough to win. So, yeah. I don't think RFK has president ambitions. He did, but then Trump made a deal with him. Then Trump made the deal, so. Was Rubio actually considered? Both him and Trump are from Florida. So what was going to happen, again, this is what the speculation was, and that's what we kind of know now, is apparently Rubio, he has a house in D.C. or like Virginia or something. The idea was they were going to have Rubio's, his residency be in D.C. or it's something like that. Or Trump just moves like Nevada or whatever. That's what they were going to do. And, well, they didn't. So that was a plan, though. Rubio had a change of heart. Ukraine blackpilled him on the legitimacy of our intelligence and military experts. Yeah. That's the thing with Rubio. He realized, oh crap, our military is filled with dumbasses. These experts have no clue what the hell they're talking about. Which again, that's a good thing, by the way, that Rubio actually had a brain. And I'm glad that we have people that realize they're wrong. And they have to change their perspective because they're they were wrong. So. Did you see the polling on New Hampshire Senate? No, I did not. No, I did not. I'm glad they didn't Vance better as a future president. Oh, I agree. But I think Rubio would have been solid as VP. He had a legitimate change of heart. So. Did you see the polling? I read that. If Rubio would have changed residency, he had to resign from the Senate. Well, it would have been either that or Trump would have just, moved his residency like Nevada or something. Or like Alabama. Ukraine woke him up what is 3 years of glorified stalemate and a generational crisis brewing. Yeah. I mean, when you are told by the experts for years that, oh, if we send them another $100 billion, they'll win this time. And then you send them the money and it doesn't do anything. In fact, more people died. So that's what really woke Rubio up. He was getting better beforehand, but then when Ukraine pulled their shit with the money, that's when he said, okay, enough of this. Trump was right. Trump was right. According to Barris, Rubio has been based for a while, and he's using his new position to prove it. Yeah, again, he's been like this for a couple of years now, but it was the question as to, was this real? But now it's like, yeah, he's actually doing a damn good job. Probably the best Secretary of State in, like, 50 years. Yeah, probably. Probably the best Secretary of State in a very long time. Alright, Trump was right about everything. That's real. If Trump picked Rubio, he could have moved his residence to New York. Again, we don't know. We could have seen. We would have seen if they picked him, but I don't know. A glitch Evie for 2. Imagine telling someone about 2024 Rubio in 2016. Yeah, that would be crazy. It's like, wait, that Marco Rubio? The guy that wanted mass amnesty and wanted wars across the world? That same guy is like trying to end the war in Russia and Ukraine? American Nerd for 5. Rap, what if Durbin, Warner, and Shaheen retires? Also, if Youngkin runs that case, who's more likely to run against him? McCall for Northam. I don't know. For Virginia, I don't know. But if those 3 retire, Democrats are a lot of shit. I don't care what Democrats try to claim. If you have people like Warner and Shaheen retiring in a midterm, especially when it's supposed to be a blue wave, that's usually not a good sign. Especially in states that are, relatively speaking, safe. Like Virginia, like Illinois. If they're retiring, again, Durbin's getting older, but still. Not good. Kill the Truflation numbers. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second, because I wanted to bring that up. K-Cup for 2. Trump was right about everything is real, it's a hat. Yeah, he's been right about everything. I'm not trying to, like, that's just an honest fact. He is right about everything he says. He's right. Which is just crazy, but I mean, he is. You can't deny that. The guy says something and oh yeah, 5 years later comes out, yeah, he was right. Completely. Zelensky really screwed up if he pissed off Trump, Vance, and Rubio, which is exactly what he did. Rubio went over there like 3 times to talk to that bozo, and he lied to him. Every single time. What a great strategy. Yes, let's piss off the one guy trying to end the war. What's the worst that could happen? Glenn Youngkin returns to governor of Virginia 29. He might. He might do that. But I don't know. McAuliffe tried the same thing, but didn't go too well for him. If Youngkin runs, I think we have a potential to win that seat. I don't know about that yet. I mean, Virginia right now, Trump's popularity there is bad. It's bad. Which, in part of it is because, oh yeah, we're firing all the government workers, but still. The numbers are not good in Virginia right now, so. Sorry about that, I just had to do something real quick. But alright, yeah, so, I don't know, Youngkin, we'll see if he runs, but I'll support him. I'll support him if he runs. Loudoun County, Virginia is where all the lobbyists are. Yeah, that's part of it. What's his approval in Virginia? Trump's is like 40 right now, which I think is inflated. Like, that's kind of bullshit. I think what's happening is, again, you see a bunch of government workers. They're only going to vote against Democrat or Republicans no matter what. They're just so mad at Trump that they're flooding these polls with bullshit responses. So. McAuliffe is done here, lol. Yeah, well, that's part of it. Like, he lost in 21, so. It's largely because of federal workers. Yeah, that's why Virginia's been competitive, or been more Democrat, I should say. But. He's cleaned out the Nova area, though. That's one thing that we do gotta talk about. It's not just these people are, getting fired and they're voting. Like, yeah, they're Democrats, but they're moving! we're getting proof out of the housing market in Nova that, yeah, there's like, every day there's like 1,000 houses there for sale. It's like, these people are moving, and they're probably moving to like Colorado or California or New York. They're not staying in Virginia more than likely. Some might, but a chunk of these people, they're leaving. They are leaving Virginia. So, it's government workers that are down. It's actually 40. That's what I'm saying. It's like, part of it is, yeah, he pissed off the government workers, which are already Dems. But now it's like these people are just, they're so deranged. They're so upset with Trump, they're flooding the polls with bullshit. So, if Mark Warner retires, Vindman will run for the seat. Oh, Vindman should absolutely run. Go right ahead. A Vindman-Youngkin race would be an utter shit show for Dems. Go right ahead. Run Vindman. Go ahead. New York wants to hire the fired government workers. Go right ahead. Go right. Actually, Colorado. Colorado, you do it. So, Trump is saving Virginia. Well, again, it's too early to tell if this will actually make Virginia more red. We'll see, though. But if Republicans actually win it, which, again, Sears is such a shit candidate that I don't think she's going to win, but we'll see. Will these Democrats get their fraud money back? I don't know. Again, the Supreme Court ruling was bad yesterday, but people look more into it. It's not for everything, so we'll see. Who's Vindman? Oh, he's a lunatic. He should have, he barely won a fairly Democrat seat in Virginia in 24. He's a complete lunatic. Scandal sunk the GOP opponent Vindman, but it would have gone blue regardless. Yeah, I know, but still. Hot take: New Hampshire Senate with Shaheen is tilt D with Scott Brown, and is tilt R without Shaheen. I agree with that. I hope Scott Brown runs. I support him. He's very good on the issues. Trump needs to improve in the Virginia Beach area. That's the one that killed him. I don't know what happened in Virginia Beach, but he crapped the bed in Virginia Beach. So, the whole Vindman family is batshit insane. Oh, they are. They're all freaking nuts. The whole family's filled with psychopaths. I mean, every single one of them are actually insane. Like, I'm not talking like it's a meme. These people are legitimately insane. Which we'll get to that in a second, because Democrats have a very interesting talking point now. We'll get to that soon. But I do want to talk about the chart that I had up earlier in the stream, and I want to talk about this because this is something that, again, it's very early. It could change. This is not the official data, but there's this index called Truflation. And what these guys do is, let me pull this up. There we go. So what Truflation is it's a new index created by this group called Truflation, obviously. And their idea is they want to do a daily tracker of inflation in America. And they have, I think it's like 18 million things they look at, like stuff on Amazon, Walmart, you know, all these other websites, all these stores and stuff. And they have a daily tracker for inflation. Now, it's not perfect. I'm not saying that Truflation's numbers are always spot on. It's not. But their track record is actually pretty damn good. They're actually ahead of the curve on inflation. When they say it's going down, it usually goes down in the CPI. That's where it grows slower, I should say. And look at this chart. In the beginning of January and late December, it was roughly 3%, 2.5%, 3%, which again, that matched up perfectly with what we got in January for inflation. Then in February, it went down to roughly 2.5%, 2% here and there. But then look at March. Right now, it's between 1.5% to 1%. Notice a trend? Again, there's sometimes it goes up a little bit, but then it crashes down. Yeah, this is real. This is what Truflation found. Again, it doesn't mean that inflation is going down to 1% or whatever, which if it does, there's a lot of people that have a lot of explaining to do, because these people were claiming that, oh, tariffs are going to cause stagflation. It's going to cause 20% inflation rates. Well, right now, according to Truflation, in the month of February, it was roughly between 2.5% to 2%. Now it's down to 1.5 to 1%. And it looks like it keeps going down. Like, as a daily tracker, it's not going to be perfect. It has some weird bumps here and there, but it's going down. This is a big deal because if Trump gets inflation below like 2% or 1% in a couple of months, so many narratives about tariffs will be down the toilet. Again, I'm not denying that tariffs could raise prices for certain things, but if Trump is able to reduce inflation, I mean, that's what he needs to do. If he gets inflation under control, Dems are screwed. That's their last Hail Mary. They're banking on inflation staying at 5%. If it doesn't, they're screwed. So, imagine if it goes below 0. Well, that's not really a good thing. Usually that's a bad thing, but because usually that's a sign of a recession. It's not good. But at the same time, what I think is going to happen, again, this has been my take for years now, that Trump's economic policies, we may see a small recession where inflation goes down below 0. But I would argue if it's for 1 or 2 months, I don't think people are going to care that much. Because if it causes inflation to go below 0 and then like after that it resets inflation back to 1%, people would say, okay, we had 1 or 2 really bad months, which is not that different compared to what we were having beforehand. But if we have like 1 or 2 bad months, we'll be just fine. In the long term, we would be, that's actually a good thing. If we reduce inflation in the long run, yeah, I think people would accept a 1 to 2% inflation rate. And actually, we have the good old Real Texas Politics that just joined. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream, good sir.
Yep.
So, we were talking about the inflation stuff because there is a metric out there called Trueflation, which measures inflation based on other stuff. But point is, right now they're claiming inflation is crashing right now, and it's below 1.5% for the month of March.
Let's go.
So, I'm curious to see if this is actually just like, if this is noise or not. Because if Trump's actually reducing inflation this much with tariffs and stuff, what would be the next excuse? If tariffs are
it's it's the Biden economy.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Oh, this is Biden's economy returning. I mean, I swear if that actually happens where they blame Trump for a month, but then the millisecond inflation goes like to 1%, they're going to credit Biden. Oh my gosh, it's going to happen, isn't it?
That's probably the DNC, like, oh shit, it's windy.
Alright, K-Cup for 5. IGN fear-mongering the gamers saying the console price will increase because of US tariffs. Oh no, the not released Switch 2 and the PS6 are more expensive now. Yeah, we don't even know what they're going to cost. So, anyways. Let's see.
I'm seeing Democrats calling the primary out, Tom Suozzi and
Are you serious?
Moskowitz.
Please.
Well, yeah, because I mean they're 2 of the 10 that voted to censure Al Green.
Go ahead, please primary out Suozzi. Oh, we'll be so owned.
You know which moderate Democrat did not vote to censure?
Who?
Jared Golden.
Wow, what a respectable moderate. What a pile of shit. He's so full of crap.
Yeah, the next governor of Maine.
He's like moderate on like one-issue guns. Even then, he's not that moderate anymore. So.
Oh, he's moving to the left on those too, because you know.
He has to.
Yeah, well. I mean, I know there's a shooting in the state, but still.
If these numbers hold, the media will credit him. Oh yeah, they're gonna credit Biden for this. After blaming Trump for a month, they're gonna say, "Oh, this is Biden's economy. These people are full of shit."
Well, I mean, they spent 3 out of Trump's 4 years calling the economy Obama's economy.
That's true.
And then once COVID happened and the economy went to shit, it was automatically Trump's economy.
I know, but it's like, I really think this was to blow up in their face if they pull this crap again, because like, people are being like told for months that, oh, this is Trump's economy, he's causing a recession. But then if the economy booms, well, they can't walk that back. They really can't. I mean, they're gonna try, but we'll see.
Anyways, hopefully David Hogg can primary out Jared Moskowitz.
I hope he does.
I mean, that's his district. Yes. Swazi, I don't know. We'll see what
Who's
happens.
pushing for the primaries?
Versus Libs.
These people were, and they were on the
But
party.
honestly, but I mean, Hakeem Jeffries probably will probably support it as well. So,
Wait,
you
what?
know. I mean, maybe Jeffries as well. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Tariffs will only raise prices of the goods subject to tariffs. Inflation affects everything. This Democrats' argument holds no water. Well, again, their argument is like, oh, well, it's going to raise prices of stuff by like 20% or whatever. But it's not. And then on top of that, let me pull this up. So, I would argue the reason the tariffs are working, well, it's early to tell, but it looks like it's not causing that much inflation, even though Dems claimed it would. Let me pull this up.
Well, we also got all the companies moving here.
Well, that's gonna take a little bit, but there was a gotta find it. Let's see here. Deregulation. There's a tweet by I think Eric Daughtry that posted something. Yeah, right here. So this right here is why I think tariffs are not gonna cause much inflation, if anything. Because what Trump is doing is he's doing something I don't think any other president has ever done, at least in the modern era. Where yes, he's instituting tariffs, which can raise prices, but he's bringing companies back to America. That's like, how much money did they say they invested? 5 trillion or whatever. I think it's 5 trillion.
I guess.
But not only that, according to the Trump administration, or I don't know who said this, but right now, President Trump has claimed $180 billion in savings for Americans through deregulation the first 45 days. What Trump is doing is he's deregulating America. And I would argue, you want to deal with inflation? Get rid of the regulation we got in America right now. It's insane. That's causing inflation way more than, a 10% tariff or whatever. Way more.
Mm.
So I think this is going to cause inflation to go down. And people are not going to really notice it. Like, they're not going to really feel an economic crash of, 30% decrease or whatever. But
all right. So did you discuss any defeats that the Democrats have done today?
we did about the whole video stuff.
Yeah. So the Smash Bros. Video. They were singing "We Shall Overcome" after Al Green got censored.
Yeah, we saw that too.
And again, Martin Luther Green.
Martin Luther Green.
That's what we're gonna call him from now on. From now on, he's Martin Luther Green.
That's a good name. Hey, Martin Luther Green. What? All right. Tariffs will be easily counteracted by cutting wasteful spending. Well, that's been the argument for years. I don't think any country has tested this theory where government spending is a real cause of inflation.
Unfortunately, but we're. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. So keep going.
No, what you're saying.
I'll also say, unfortunately, we're probably going to get like a grifter Republican against Al Green.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, that would make 2 in Texas, although maybe I guess 4 as well if you count, Gomez and Christiane. But
yeah, I do think we're going to see the inflation. I think is caused by government spending and regulation. That's my theory on that. Again, I can't prove it based on like any studies, but just logically, I think that's what causes inflation. Just common sense. Like, yeah, you spend more money, yeah, that's gonna cause inflation. I think actually Argentina, I guess, they cut spending, inflation's way down. So
actually inflation is caused by Trump.
It's real. Yeah, I forgot about Argentina. Which, by the way, no one mentioned the fact they raised tariffs. The free trade guy in Mali, which I know they're different economies, but he raised tariffs early on.
Yeah, the libertarian raised tariffs, and look what's happening.
Which again, he had to do that for the raised revenue and stuff, which I get that. The reason he did it is not, the way I'm saying it, but it's like he raised revenue, but he also did it to get the economy stable. That's what he did. Even the libertarian says, oh yeah, we need to have tariffs just for a little bit. Then he cut it, of course. But now inflation's crashing. It's the lowest in years, and now they got a surplus. That's what I think Trump's going to try to do. He's going to try to cut as much spending as possible, cut as much regulation, which I still believe regulation's number one. It's indirect tax. It's indirect tax on Americans because if companies have all this regulation to deal with, that's going to cost them a lot of money. So
it's basically go to melee route.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do, which I think it was like Lindsey Graham and like Ted Cruz. They agreed to like make the DOGE cuts permanent, I think.
I mean, it'd be nice.
I think that's what he said. Yeah, I think Musk said they met with Graham and them. Actually, I can pull this up. Which again, Lindsey Graham, of course.
I mean, DOGE is set to expire in 2026, but I mean, I guess theoretically they could renew it, but I don't know.
Yeah. So this is what Lindsey Graham said. It is now time for the White House to put together a recessions package so that Congress can turn DOGE's work product into law and save money for the American people. So basically, Lindsey Graham is saying that they're gonna make the cuts permanent. So it's not just one of those things where it's frozen, but it's still there. No, they're gonna cut it.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
So. All right, see ya. All right, so it just me again. So, but yeah, it's like I'm curious. Are they gonna get the votes to pass the stuff? Because I think they don't need a filibuster this one. I don't think Democrats can because it's money. So. Argentina, I read that. Hey, rapper, we've probably out Lindsey Graham. Who should it be and why should it not be Nancy Mace? Nancy Mace, she's got it better, but we'll see. That's $600 per person, including non-taxpayers. Yeah. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. That alone will, I'm not saying end inflation, obviously, but that alone is going to alleviate some of the pain because that money's not going to be spent in crap. So, real text into the SpongeBob meme. What? Free trade absolutely screwed Argentina. Well, again, like, Argentina, like, mainly he got rid of the tariffs eventually, but still. He used it early on to raise money and get the economy going. Yeah, Mason probably running for governor. I guess she could theoretically primary out Graham. Theoretically. But we'll see. Do you see South Korea actually bombed itself? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it bombed itself. Anyways. They should have just went with this flash game. What? What were you talking about? Alright, I think there's one more thing to talk about, I think, right? Oh, yeah, there is one more thing to talk about. So, everyone knows by now that, you know, the Democrats are campaigning against DOGE, okay? Alright, they're making a big deal about, oh, DOGE is going to cause a recession, it's racist, it's the end of the world. Well, there's a poll that came out from CBS News, and, I'm gonna let this video play, Harry Enton. I'm gonna let him explain the CBS poll. Because remember how Democrats were making a big deal with DOGE? Like, oh, it's the end of the world. Well, let me just play the video.
This, to me, was one of the more shocking figures that I saw. Made me go, wait a minute, hold on one second. Whoa! Americans on Trump and Joe's efforts. Musk and DOGE should influence government spending and operations. Look at this. 54%.
Ta-da! You guys hear that? This sort of CBS News, the same poll that had DOGE like a 40% approval. The same poll, deep in the numbers, they found that 54% of Americans said Musk and DOGE should influence government spending and operations. So people don't like DOGE, I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know why they don't like it. But at the same time, they support what DOGE is doing. They say, yes, they should influence government spending cuts. And they approve of Trump trying to get cut staff in government agencies. And look at this. Type of spending Musk is mainly cutting. 42% said it's wasteful. Only 36% said it was necessary programs. And that's coming from Ipsos. These numbers came from Ipsos. You know what that means? People support what DOGE is doing. They support DOGE. Again, they may not like DOGE for whatever reason, but they're like, oh, they're actually cutting government waste. Democrats banked everything on DOGE being bad. And right now, it might have blew up in their face. Yeah, people may not like DOGE, but they're supporting what DOGE is doing. Good job. You played yourselves. Good freaking job. This party has learned nothing for 2024. Nothing. So, the voters realize it's wasteful spending. The voters realize DOGE should have influence in government spending. They support cutting government agencies. Good job. You played yourselves by banking on that strategy, and it blew up in your face. Very skeptical about a grand primary. We'll see. Rap, we've been chatting about video games as chat the whole time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, just... I cannot believe that... I can't get over this. It's like how most people don't really like Trump but like the way he governs. And that's actually a good way to put it. People don't like DOGE for whatever reason, but they're like, oh, yeah, we support what DOGE is doing. Yeah, they're going after the waste and fraud. Yeah, we support that. Which, again, Democrats don't want that. They want people thinking they're going after Social Security. They're going after, which I got something to bring up about that. They're going after Social Security. They're going after Medicare, when in reality, no, they're not. They're not. Let the Democrats play themselves so that 2028 is a Reagan-style landslide. Yeah, that's what we're currently heading toward. Well, I wouldn't say that, but they better wake up because they're about to get killed. Politically, of course. All right, found something interesting. This from DOGE. So remember how everyone was saying that, oh, it's completely normal? Actually, I pulled this chart. Everyone probably remembers this. But for those that don't, this is the chart of people that are on have a Social Security number that's active in the United States, okay? And you notice there's like 10 million or 20 million people above the age of 100 that have an active Social Security number, even though there's only a couple thousand people that are above the age of 100 or something like that. The point is, not a lot of people are that old. And you have people that are 200 years old, 220, 360 years old, 130. It's like you have millions of people that have an active number or there's an active number out there and they're still in the database. Democrats, remember, they were claiming, oh, there's nothing wrong here. This is just a coding error. That was their excuse. This was a coding mistake. They fucked up the code. Well, guess what? DOGE dug into it a little bit more. And look at this. In 2020 through 2021, the Small Business Association, all right, yeah, the SBA, they issued 3,000 loans, including PPP, Paycheck Protection Program, and EIDL, Economic Injury Disaster Loan, for $333 million to borrowers over 115 years old who are still marked as alive in the Social Security database. In one case, a 157-year-old individual received $36,000 in loans. Yeah. Gee, I wonder who these people are. Now do you see the problem? It's not these people are collecting Social Security, at least some of them might. But the point is, does anyone not see a problem with this? We gave out $300 million to those over the age of 115. There's only like 1 or 2 people above the age of 110 in America right now, or something like that. But we gave 3,000 loans for $300 million. Wow. Just wow. How can anyone defend this? I remember all the shit Democrats were claiming. Oh, this is just a coding mistake. Oh, no, it's actually receiving money. Well, guess what? Yeah, they might have not received money through Social Security. Maybe. Some of them might, but okay, fine. Guess what? They still use those numbers. Whoever has these numbers, they're using it. For loans. For the PPP stuff. Good job. You played yourselves. You see the problem? And Democrats keep making excuses over and over again. They keep saying, oh, it's a coding mistake. Oh, it's not actually real. Okay, it's still a problem. Why the hell do we have this many people that are dead still in the system? Why? There's an estimated 300, 450, 110 plus year olds in the world. Yeah. Not 10 million. Not 20 million, 300. Maybe. Maybe. In the United States, it's like a couple. But I'm sure all these people are completely alive. I'm sure of it. What a freaking joke. How can anyone defend this? Anyone that's serious cannot defend this at all. You can't. It's obvious what's happening here. Alright, K-Cup for 2. Coding mistake, maybe you should learn to code. Yeah. If it's just a simple coding mistake, learn to code. Hey, maybe we should get those steel workers that learn to code. Maybe they can code better than you. What is I mean, no matter how you spin it, either the system is so shitty that you can't get rid of people that are dead out of the system, or you're lying. And you're just lazy. Why is it always a coding mistake? Yeah. Again, it's an excuse. And this is why Trump won, by the way. Instead of saying, okay, this will fuck up, we gotta deal with this now, okay? We have to get rid of this program. We have to, or not get rid of the program, but like, fix it so we don't have duplicate numbers. That's all you have to say. But these people, they make excuses. They're claiming, oh, actually, this is completely normal. There's no fraud here. This is just a mistake. This is just an error that we don't bother to fix because we're so lazy or incompetent. Good job. If the Dems continue down this path and collapse, what new party will replace it? I don't know. We'll see. I just want to see how Trump will lower our national debt. We'll see. Again, it's early. All right. If anyone got any more questions, concerns, comments, or any more super chats, send them now. Last calls for super chats, folks. Last calls for super chats. PPP is too busy monitoring their staff's pronouns. That's real. Yeah, it's like they're looking at the pronouns more than actually like their own systems. Yeah. All right, last calls, everybody, for the super chats. We'll probably be back next Monday for streams. No stream tomorrow unless something crazy happens, which now that I said it probably happens. So we wasted crap, tens of billions of dollars on crap. Real. Short stream today? Yeah, a little bit shorter. A little bit shorter. The 350-year-old is Mitch McConnell. The turtles live for 200 years. Or 300 years. Yeah, it's real. That is real. Taxation is theft. Yep, that's real. George Washington has enjoyed retirement. Leave him be. That's real. Yeah, that's George Washington. He's enjoying retirement. Oh my gosh. Any Tyrone updates? I haven't heard from him a little bit, so. Will you be talking about the Wisconsin poll that showed Schumer down, Schimmel? Yeah, I had a short on that yesterday. Don't leave YouTube? I'm not leaving YouTube, what? Lord Rhino for 5. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Oh, gosh. Do you think we're actually be getting $5,000 checks? I think that's not going to happen. I still think use that money on an investment fund, or the wealth fund. Whatever Trump wants to do. Just put it there. And then if you want to, write out just a quick check, like a couple $100. And say the rest is going to the wealth fund. Break for Eric Daughtry. Trump administration plans to follow through on non-family separation policy and deportations via deporting entire family in upcoming raids. Huh. When you plan on making your first 2026 predictions? I think it's early. And I want to, before I do that, I got to finish the forecast for America First Insight. That's what I'm working on right now. Or going to. We had a quick one that Mark made up, but we're going to like work on a bit more. So we'll see. When do you plan it? Yeah, again, it might be next month. It could be next week. We'll see. But I'm just waiting to finish the forecast. Then we'll actually do a first prediction. Because it's still early. Still very early. American Earth for Fire. Rap, should there be a Doge check sent to people? Because apparently when I did my taxes, somehow I owe the IRS like $700 for some reason. F Joe Biden. I wish there would be a Doge check, but I doubt it. Do you plan to stream a Wisconsin Supreme Court debate? Yes. Next Wednesday, I think it is. Yeah, I will. Hey, Rap, how's it looking for Florida special elections? We're gonna win those races. We're gonna win them easily. Not a story the Jedi will tell you. Yeah. Alright, so I think that's it. It's a little bit of a shorter stream today, but kind of just, an end of the week thing. Kind of a more of a chill stream, looking at some shit. But alright, everybody, we will be back in the next stream, video, or wherever you see us at. Godspeed to all of you.